If you have data in a text file or an Excel file, or even some of the other formats that are supported by ODBC, you could use the Organisation Chart wizard to import the data into Visio and automatically create an organisation chart. What I've created for you here is a spreadsheet, and so I'll just jump to it. This spreadsheet is called Sample Org Data. And really what we've got here is we've got a column with the name of the person, we've got a column with their job title, and most importantly we've got a column with who they report to. What Visio will use is we'll use this reports to information to know what position they hold and under who. So Susan Fine, for example, will go underneath Joseph because she reports to Joseph. The department's also mentioned, the telephone's mentioned, the email's mentioned, the office number's mentioned. They're not so important. The important part is the name of the person, their job title, and who they report to. The column master shape is used by Visio to create a shape on the organisation chart if it differs from a position shape. So in this case, Susan's actually an assistant, and so it'll make a different shape for her. And where we have Richard here, he's a consultant, and so too is Jan. So if you have an exception to just the position shape, then you would specify that in a master shape column and use these column headings. And because Joseph doesn't actually have anybody to report to, he will be naturally assumed as an executive. So with this particular spreadsheet created, let me show you how you'd use it in Visio, and particularly the Organisation Chart wizard, to automatically create an organisation chart. Now I can't have this file open while the wizard runs, so I'm just going to hit the X in the top right corner and close this file. To create an organisation chart using the wizard, I'm going to click on File from the ribbon and I'll click on New. I'll then be able to go into the Business category, and from here I'll be able to choose Organisation Chart Wizard. And here it says, using this wizard, create diagrams for human resource management, staff organisation, office administration and management structures. But I'll just click Create. This automatically starts the wizard, and it first of all asks you, I want to create my organisation chart from information that's already stored in a file. So you can do that, or you can actually enter the information using the wizard. But I'm just going with this top option and Next. Then it asks you what type of file it is, and I'm going with a text file or Excel file and Next again. Then I have to browse if it doesn't already show. So let's assume that it doesn't already show. I have to browse for the Excel file or the text file that I have, and I've got it on the desktop, and here it is here, Sample Org Chart Data. So I'll just open that file. And yes, the language is English New Zealand, so I'll go Next. Now it wants to know what sort of columns in your data file contain the information that you want to appear. Well, I want the person's name to appear and who they report to, so I'll just go Next. And then in each box, what do you want to show? I'll show their name and their job title, though I could add their department, or I could remove their department. I could also move things up and move things down. So you can completely customize what you do see. And next to that, I could also store additional information in each of the shapes, which I don't want to do at this stage, so I'm just going to go Next again. Basically, I want the wizard to automatically create my organisation chart across pages, and it's going to put the top exec name at the top of the page. Hyperlinks will be created, and it'll synchronize it across pages. So just click Finish and see what you end up with. It's working its way through, creating a number of pages at the bottom of the screen, and ultimately I'm going to end up with, I think, 11 pages. Yep. And so page 11 is actually Connie Watt. She's one of the managers, given the double border around her shape, and these are the people that are under her. And here's Jan actually appearing as a consultant, and hence why she's got the dashy line around the outside of her shape. But as you move between the pages, these are the different hierarchies within the organisation chart, and page 1 is the overall top level hierarchy. So here's Joseph as our CEO or executive, and here's Susan as his assistant. These are all managers with double lines, and then within these managers there are more managers with double lines. So Connie's a manager, and so too is Stephanie Helmut. And notice as I rest on them, that there is actually a little hyperlink icon and it says control click to follow the link. So if I want to delve deeper into Connie, I'll hold the control and I'll click Connie and I'm taken to page 11 where we were before, and here's Connie's breakdown. It's too much information to chuck onto one organisation chart, so it creates a variety of pages. So if I went back to page 1 and I wanted to explore clear, I just hold the control and click on clear. Oh, that clear's actually not a hyperlink, sorry. This one is, and this one isn't. Eric's a hyperlink, so if I hold the control and click on Eric, I'm now taken to Eric, and Eric just has one person, Sean, underneath him. And then back to page 1 again. So the organisation chart is a very quick way to knock up, the organisation chart wizard, is a very quick way to knock up an organisation chart if you have the data in a separate file. In fact, if I go and open that file and just have a close look at it, there's Susan as an assistant, and so when I go back to the organisation chart and I look at page 1, there's Susan as the assistant. If I move between some of these pages, Richard Lum, he's a consultant underneath Dave Jaffe. So if I go back to my Excel, Richard Lum is here. He's a consultant underneath, Toby Nixon. So it's a very quick way if you have the information already in Excel or in a text file.